Well, we've just seen one Polish victory on the track. 2 years ago, it was another Pole that took the flat 400-meter title in Taipei. Małgorzata Hołb of Poland dethroned the defending South African champion, Justine Palfreman, who took the silver in the Far East. Palfreman, who took the gold in Gwangju 2 years before that. This title taken by the great Anna Fidelia Quirot, who won a 400-meter, 800-meter double back in 1989 in Palma de Mallorca, when there was a whole plethora of massive stars on show at the World University Games. So then, we've just seen Ukraine's Tatiana Melnik on the outside. Canada's Maddie Price goes in lane 7. Fourth at the World Junior Championships as part of the relay squad. Leni Shida, though, will be the favourite here from Uganda. Fastest into the final, a national record in both the heats and the semis. She only reached the semi-finals 2 years ago. Paola Morán Herrejón of Mexico inside her was 7th in the final 2 years ago. Also reaching the final was this woman from Portugal, Katia Azevedo. She was 5th. Gabriella O'Grady was in the relays, both of them in Taipei.
In lane 2, one more Ukrainian athlete.
Lane 2 sees Katerina Klimyuk reached the final 2 years ago. There's a lot of women who were in the final 2 years ago who are right back here now. 51.97 personal best in the semi-finals. So the Frenchwoman Amandine Brossier on the inside, one of 5 women who set PBs in those semi-finals to get this far. So then Brossier in 1, Klimyuk in 2, O'Grady 3, Azevedo in 4, Morán Herrejón of Mexico 5, Shida the favourite in 6, Price in 7, and Melnik in lane 8, the final of the women's 400.
And that was a good start for
and away we go then. The start is clean and good, and they head off round the first bend. Leni Shida just getting off to a steady start at the moment. Inside her, the Mexican Morán Herrejón has had a flyer and is already up on Maddie Price. Maddie Price herself, though, is also racing well. At the moment, though, now here comes Leni Shida. She's starting to turn it on with the 200-meter mark just passed. Inside her, though, Morán Herrejón is also going well. Maddie Price is just beginning to struggle, I think, but the Mexican is absolutely flying. In lane 4, she's going to have it as they come round the bend at the moment. But here they come then. And inside then, it's going to be a clear victory. Herrejón is trying to get there, but here comes Shida. It's going to be right on the line. Is it going to be Shida? No, it's going to be the Mexican. What a victory. Paola Morán Herrejón absolutely nailed that race. She put her colours on the mast there, going round the final bend, and then hung on down the straight. And after the national records falling for the Ugandan in both the rounds, I did wonder whether she had shot her bolt already. She tried her best and she was coming back, but that last-minute lunge, the last-second lunge, gives Mexico the World University Games title. Shida takes the silver medal in 51.64, 200ths of a second behind the winner. And it's Amandine Brossier of France who takes the bronze.
So now we see the official results of the women's final for 100 meters appearing on the scoreboard. Paola Morán of Mexico, gold medalist at the University Games in Napoles. Well, congratulations.
Just a couple of tenths outside of Morán's Herrejón's personal best, but she won't care about that. That was all about victory. And having picked up a silver medal as part of the relay squad last time out in Chinese Taipei, she's taken the individual glory herself here in Naples. Well, Shida will have to make do with those 2 national records she set through the rounds and a silver medal to go with her, but maybe she just overdid it slightly in being fastest through both of those rounds into the final. Nevertheless, a fine accomplishment for her, and she too will develop.
We'll set the results for the final, and we still continue 2 finals and field events.
Herrejón, Moran, only 22 years old. 7th in Taipei 2 years ago. And this year's Mexican national champion at both the flat and the hurdles picks up the World University Games gold medal in 51.52 ahead of Leni Shida, 200ths behind her, with Amandine Brossier beating Tetiana Melnik quite comfortably to the bronze medal. And the final of the men's 400 meters. This was the gold that was won by one of the world stars of track and field already, Lingelin Santos of the Dominican Republic, the man who took the 2012 Olympic silver medal and won this title as the reigning Pan American Games champion as well. Came ahead of Joandis Leske of Cuba and Rafał Amelka of Poland, and there's a Polish man in this as well with Wiktor Sołała. Title that went to the great Alberto Wantarena of Cuba. This was his first big win. He wasn't the only athlete to win big at the Universiade and then go on to become a legend in athletics generally. On the outside then, in lane 8, Naoki Kitatani of Japan, former World Junior Championship finalist. Danilo Danilenko of Ukraine, 4 years older than the Japanese at 24. First individual global championship final for him. South African Gardeo Isaacs, just 20, won his first South African national title this year in Germiston back in April. Suki Kawachi of Japan, the second Japanese, again a first major championships for him, with Mexico's Valente Mendoza Falcón, 22 years old, again a debutant. Kazakhstan's Mikhail Litvin, the 2019 Asian Championship bronze medalist. He is 7th in the final 2 years ago here in the Universiade. Cheikh Tidiane Diouf of Senegal, another debutant in a major championships. And on the inside, Sołała of Poland, part of the relay squad that won silver at the European Under-23s 2 years ago. Passes through to the final was the Mexican Mendoza. He goes in lane 4 as a result. Litvin, though, wasn't that much slower. It was a personal best, though, for Mendoza Falcón. You need your PBs really to come in the finals. Away we go then. The championship record was set by a Nigerian, Clement Chukwu, back in 1997. Can the Senegalese Cheikh Tidiane Diouf replicate something here? He's got off reasonably well, but he's being tracked down by Sua in lane 1. On the outside, though, it's the South African Gardeo Isaacs, who has the lead, I think, as they head past the 200-meter mark. He's been tracked by Misuki Kawachi of Japan in his first major championships, and at the moment, Mendoza Falcón is struggling somewhat. Here comes Gardeo Isaacs then. It's South Africa's to lose at the moment, but Litvin on the inside there of Kazakhstan is challenging. And look at that, straight through the middle. Mendoza Falcón ambushes them both on the line. What a last 80 meters by the Mexican to take it in 45.63. Another personal best. Well, we said you need your personal best in the final, and that is exactly what Valente Mendoza Falcón has delivered there. What a triumph of timing that was. Beautiful judging of the pace through the two halves, the first 200 meters and then the second 200 meters. And like Christina Hurrigu, the British star who took the 2008 Olympic title, Mendoza just tracked them down in that last 100 meters, trusted the pace he had set out on, and he slowed down the lease, overhauled them in the last 10 meters and took the gold. What a beautiful race.
a Valente Mendoza Falcón, 45-63, l'argento per il...
Well, another nationality getting medals. Mexico the gold, Kazakhstan the silver.
Il bronzo per il Sudafrica.
With South Africa and Isaacs, who perhaps went off a little fast on that first 200 meters and then couldn't quite keep it going. 45.89 for the South African, a tenth of a second behind Mikael Litvin.
Tutta la finale, i risultati ufficiali di questa bella finale dei 400.
Here he comes. He's an ungainly star, isn't he? But a star nonetheless. He almost has a bent back as he runs. Doesn't look the most comfortable, but he certainly eats up the ground.
Find out who is the champion. Still Samuel Echiro of Italy in the lead with 16.25. Li Shanli of China with the second jump to 16.20, so very close to the leading position. Alexandre Melo of Brazil, 16.
So then, Mendoza Falcón takes the gold medal for Mexico in his first major championships. Perhaps a new star has been born here in Naples. Second place to Mikael Litvin. So after finishing 7th in the last final, he upgrades substantially in both time and position to take the silver. And Gardeo Isaacs of South Africa, well, the early leader, he makes do with the bronze medal ahead of Danilo Danilenko of Ukraine.
In precedenza nello score 15 metri e 48.